Hello students, today we will continue the chapter New Questions and Ideas with a new topic, Jainism. Alright children, now students, here you can see Lord Vardhamana Mahavira. Who was Lord Vardhamana Mahavira? Lord Mahavira was the last and 24th Tirthankara of the Jainas. Okay, Lord Vardhamana Mahavira was the last and the 24th Tirthankara of the Jainas. Okay, then what do you mean by Tirthankara? Tirthankara means spiritual teacher. Okay, Tirthankara means spiritual teacher. So, Vardhamana Mahavira is the last and the 24th spiritual teacher of Jainism. And Jaina means, what do you mean by Jaina? Jaina means the word comes from Jina. The word Jaina comes from the word Jina. That means conqueror. Okay, conqueror. He conquered the true knowledge about life. Okay, Vardhamana Mahavira, just like Buddha, he conquered the true meaning of life. So, in that sense, we call him a Jina or Jaina. Okay, children. Now, he was born in Bihar around 2500 years ago. He was born in the state of Bihar. See, here you can see a signboard. That is an evidence. It says that Mahavira was born in this place. Okay, it is in Bihar, in Vaishali, Bihar, a place called Vaishali. Okay, a signboard is kept over Vaishali in Bihar. Now, he was a Kshatriya prince of Lichavis clans. Okay, Lord Mahavira belonged to a Kshatriya clan. Lichavis were a major group, major clan during the ancient period in India, and that was the Lichavis clan were a part of Vaji Sangha. Vaji Sangha, during that time, it was a Mahajanavada, great kingdom. Okay, children, then Lichavis were a part of Vaji Sangha, and Lord Mahavira was a prince of Kshatriya clan named Lichavis. Am I clear, children? Yes. Now, he left his home. He left his home to live in forest and to meditate in search of knowledge, like Buddha did. Okay, Mahavira left his home, his palace, okay, all his comforts, and he went to forest to meditate, and he lived in the forest for many years. And after 12 years, he got enlightenment. Okay, he got enlightenment. He came to know what is the true meaning, true knowledge, the divine knowledge behind the life. Okay, life and death. And he became the conqueror of knowledge. Understand, children? Yes. Now, what are the teachings of Lord Mahavira? He taught a simple doctrine, principle. He taught the people a simple doctrine, ahimsa. I think most of you have heard of this term, ahimsa, right? It is associated with the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi followed ahimsa to fight against the British. So, this is the simple doctrine the Lord Mahavira taught the people. Now, what do you mean by ahimsa? Ahimsa means not hurting or killing living beings. Ahimsa means not hurting or killing living beings. Okay, children? Am I clear? Yes. Now, he also said that, Mahavira also said that all beings long to live. We all long to live, isn't it? Then to all things life is dear. We have the life, and the life is dear to us. We all like to live. So he said that all beings long to live, and to all things life is dear. That is a true knowledge. That is true. Now, he taught all his principles, okay, his teachings in Prakrit language, like what Buddha did. Buddha also taught in Prakrit language, and that was the language of ordinary people. So ordinary people could understand easily his teachings. And his followers, they were known as Jainas. Okay. Mahavira's followers are called Jainas, and many people had followed Lord Mahavira, and they became Jainas. These followers had to follow certain rules. They had to leave their homes. It is very strict. Whoever wants to join Jainism, whoever want to become the follower of Mahavira, they want to leave their home. It is a must. Okay. Now, they had to follow strictly the rules of Ahimsa. Then they need to follow the rules of Ahimsa. Okay. They want to follow the rules of Ahimsa. Then again, they had to lead a very simple life. People had to lead a very simple life. The followers had to absolutely honest. They had to be absolutely honest. They are not supposed to steal. They want to be honest. Then what is the next rule? They had to observe celibacy. What do you mean by celibacy? They want to remain unmarried. Okay, they want to remain unmarried. Then next, the teachings were transmitted orally. His principles, the teachings were transmitted orally. It was not written down. Okay, for many years his teachings were transmitted orally. Then 1500 years ago, his teachings was written down at a place called Vallabi in Gujarat. At a place called Vallabi in Gujarat. Okay. So his teachings were written down at a place called Vallabi in Gujarat. Is that clear, children? Yes. Now, traders and farmers, okay, they couldn't follow his rules. They were very strict rules. They had to follow Ahimsa. They should not kill living beings. So the farmers and traders, they felt it very difficult to follow. So but they supported the followers of Jainism. The Jainas, they supported by providing food. Okay, the followers, they gave food. The Jainism spread to Gujarat, different parts of India. Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. It was first only in the North India, okay, Bihar and other parts of North India, Maharashtra, and later on it spread to different states in different parts of India like Gujarat, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Am I clear? Yes. Now we will see to what is Sangha. Okay, what do you mean by Sangha? The Sangha is an association of the Jainas, the Buddhist monks, as well as the Jainist monks. Okay, the followers of Buddhism and Jainism, they stayed together. It was an association of the followers of Buddhism and Jainism. The Sangha means it is an association. They all stayed together in one place. So this is a group of people. It's a community. Okay. An association of the followers of Buddhism and Jainism is called the Sangha. You can see the picture over there, the Sangha. And they left there. Buddhism and Jainism asked the followers to leave their home, right? The people who left their home, they stayed together to gain what? True knowledge. They left their home and they stayed together in the Sanghas to gain knowledge. Okay. Now, the Sangha, men and women led a very simple life in Sangha, and they were called, men were called bhikkhus. Okay, men were called bhikkhus and women were called bhikkhunis. Okay, and they were really beggars. They went to villages and cities. Okay, they fixed a time and they begged for food and they led a very simple life. Bhikkhu means beggar. Okay, bhikkhu and bhikkhunis, the term meaning is beggar. So they were beggars. They led a very simple life. They begged food and they helped each other in the sanghas. Okay, now the term bhikkhus and bhikkhunis, is that clear to you? Yes. Now, monasteries. Children, in the earlier period, these monks, Buddhist and Jainist monks, they were wandering and sometimes they stayed in the natural caves at times of rain and all. They stayed in the natural caves. See, you can see one such natural cave. It is hollowed out, carved out. A big hill is hollowed out and made a cave for shelter. And this is Kale cave in Maharashtra, and where they lived at times. But later on they felt the need of permanent house, permanent shelters. Okay, so they built permanent shelters to stay. So they are called the monasteries. Okay, the first form of monasteries are the hills, natural caves. Okay, they lived in natural caves. Later on they built permanent shelters with wood and bricks and all. So later on you can see the now the modern monasteries. This monastery is in West Bengal. Okay, this monastery, this is in Ladakh. There are different monasteries in different places in India, and monasteries were also known as viharas. They were known as viharas. Okay, they were called at that time, they were called viharas. Am I clear, children? Yes. Now we will see to another concept, that is the system of ashramas. Children, you have learned about the society was divided into 4 groups. You know about that in the ancient period, and they were the Brahmins, then Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. There were 4 groups of people, and the Brahmins developed. Among them, Brahmins were the upper caste people. They were given more respect in the society. They were priests, so they developed 4 stages of life. What do you mean by ashrama? Ashrama means it's not a place where the sannyasis or the family live. It is not that. Ashrama here means stages of life. Okay, ashrama means stages of life. So Brahmins developed 4 stages of life. 4 stages of life, and these are the 4 stages of life. The first one is brahmacharya. Brahmacharya, here you can see the picture. Brahmacharya, people from Brahmins, then Kshatriyas, then Vaishyas. Only these 3 group of people. Okay, they are expected to learn Vedas and lead simple life. Okay, at their early age, they had to learn Vedas and lead simple life. That is what we call brahmacharya. Okay, this is the first stage of life. Then what is the second stage of life? That is called the grihastha. Grihastha means the people from these expected from Kshatriya, then all the four groups, they can lead what a family, they can lead a family life. Okay. Now the third stage is the Vanaprastha. In the third stage, men are expected to live in forest and meditate. Okay, men are expected to live in forest and meditate. That is the third stage. Okay, children, can you imagine the present? At present, we can do all these four stages. Can we people go to forest and meditate? It's not possible, right? But in the ancient times, this was the custom they practiced. Okay, it is unbelievable, right, children? Next, to give up things. Next is the fourth stage, that is sannyasa. Sannyasa, in that stage, they need to give up everything. Okay, their family, whatever they have to give up everything, and they have to become sannyasi. Okay, a sage sannyasi. These are the four stages of life according to Brahmins. They followed these custom, the system in the ancient period. Children, with this our chapter is over. Okay, children, now you want to read page numbers. From Jainism we have begun. Jainism, page number 69. Go through the page thoroughly. Okay, Jainism is there in page number 69. Then in page number 70, you will get the Sangha. Then page number 71, monasteries are given. Then page number 72, the system of ashramas also given. Go through these topics thoroughly. Then the question answers we can discuss in the meet, okay, the class, and I will be sending you the question answers also. Okay, I hope all of you understood the lesson. Okay, today we have learnt about Jainism, then about the Sanghas, then about the monasteries, then ashramas. Okay, thank you, children.